How's it going, guys? This is part of the Watch Me Work series. Today, we're going to go into cold email campaigns. You can use cold email for a ton of different kind of service-based businesses, and so it's my favorite way to go about getting new leads. And so I'm going to go through how I'm setting up a campaign by scraping using Appify, and then taking that data and putting it into a cold email platform. So, without further ado, let's hop into it. All right. So first things first, you guys are arriving a little bit late to the party because last night I ran the cold email script. So let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, here it is. Nope, nope, no. All right. So I used leads rapidly. Well, first I used. How did I do this? I don't even remember. This is it. Yeah, I used Appify, Appify for LinkedIn. So what I'm trying to do, I run a school community. My main business is commercial real estate. I buy mobile home parks, RV parks, self storage facilities. And so that's what I know the most of. I've been doing it for a number of years and I'm pretty good at it. So I decided to make a school community, and I've been looking at different ways to market that community. And cold email outreach actually popped up in a video I watched, and I thought it might be a good idea. So decided to give it a try. First problem I ran into was how do I get a targeted list of good emails for people to reach out to? And the first thing that popped to mind, I mean, we're talking about commercial real estate. So these are people a little bit more sophisticated. They want to get into investing. They want to get into real estate. So I went on LinkedIn and I joined. I looked for groups that were associated with cold email, and then I found this one, this mass LinkedIn profile scraper with email, no cookies on Appify, and this one worked pretty well. I got 2,300 results, so I'm just gonna pop in there and get that data. I think it's this one. Where did that go? There we go. Okay. So when you get this kind of data, it's always like there's way too many fields. I mean, look at this. It's like 772 fields. What the hell? So I always like to move or copy, create a copy. I don't like to screw with the original data set. Um, New book. So I'm going to create a copy and move it into a new book. And then we'll close that original. Now, what I'm doing here is I just want to parse it down to the basic information that I need. And so first thing is we're going to find the email column. There it is. So BP, we're going to go ahead and how are we going to, I can filter based on color. We're going to do that. And then we're going to go name, name, first name. There we go. First name. Perfect. Full name. Is this last name? No, that's followers. Full name. We'll keep that one too. Let's see. What else information do I need? Since this is a LinkedIn group, there's always people that are not in the area that I want. Is this country? Address country only. Yes. So I want to get rid of the people that are not in the US. Let's see. What other information do I need? I got the name. I got the email. I got their country. I honestly, for what I'm doing right now, I don't need anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this. Uh-oh, this is a lot of data, so it might take a second. Perfect. And then, wait, is this the address with country, address without? So we'll delete address with country. I'll keep address without. Do I want to? I mean, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll just delete all that. And then we'll delete all the way to the email, because this is all just junk data that we don't need. And then we're going to delete the name is the next one, right? Jesus Christ. Look at all these. There we go. Columns. All right. So we're going to delete all that. Delete follower. And we'll delete everything else because we don't need it. It's too much data. Yeah, 700 rows is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so now we got this nice, succinct column of information. Okay, so now we're going to go to filter, and we're going to take everything that is not the United States or Canada, because might as well. Let me think about this. Um, for now, I think I'm just going to remove everything that's not the United States or Canada. What does that do? How many does that give me? It's like most of the list is not the United States, it's Canada. So we're going to go ahead and delete all that data for now and see what it leaves us with. Delete rows. The reason I'm doing this is most people outside of those two countries are not actually interested in real estate. They're just trying to sell services to real estate. Look at that. I'm in this list myself. Take myself out. Don't need that. And then everything that does not have an email. So I'm going to grab blanks. That's a lot of them. We're going to delete those rows. All right. So what do we got left? 218 out of how many was that? 2,368. That's not great. Why do I want I'm here twice? Another time. Well, now we need to remove duplicates. So we'll go to data, remove duplicates, unselect all email. 6 duplicate values have been found. Okay, so now we're left with 212. So now the question is, do we put some of those back in here that are from outside of the United States? I think for now we're just going to go with this, and we're going to see how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and save this as initial data set LinkedIn, and we're going to save it as a CSV. Go ahead and save that. This should be good. Okay. And these should be all business emails. So I'm just making sure here. You don't want anything like at Gmail or at Yahoo. And the reason I don't want that is because I want to be compliant. So I think this is good. Okay, so now we're going to take that and we're going to go over to Instantly. And by the way, guys, it cost me $20 for all that data. I had 2,000 records. I removed absolutely most of it. You guys can, reach out to everybody that you actually scrape, but I wanted it a little bit more curated, and so that's why I removed most people. We're going to go to the email account or email Instantly, which is the cold email platform I use. The reason I like it is you can buy pre-warmed emails and pre-warmed email addresses. And so if you go here to email accounts, which means that they won't go directly to your spam folder. So we're going to go ahead and go to campaign, click add new. It's going to be called Real Estate Investing Club, new members. We're going to go ahead and add leads. Actually, 1 second. So we have that data set. Where is it? Oh no. Where did I? Now I gotta find it. Let's search. That's not the data set. So it appears that I accidentally lost the file. I'm gonna pause while I search for this. So 1 second. All right. Sorry, I lost the file. I don't know where I saved it. I searched, but I couldn't find it, so I just had to redo it. All right, so we're back into it. Let's get to where were we? Instantly, which is over here. Okay, so now I do have the file. We're gonna go ahead and put her. Oops. First, we're gonna add leads, CSV. We're gonna upload it here. Not gonna upload anything but the email, first name, and that's it. Email and first name. That's all we need. We're gonna go ahead and upload all. Yes. Okay, and now we write the email. The best way that I like to do this is use Claude. Um, what is all this stuff? One second here. Delete. Go back to projects. Sorry, I'm on a different page here. All right, so Claude is my favorite way to do this. Whenever you use Claude, you'll just go to chats. It'll look like this, or new chat. It'll look like this. I always like to start projects, and then you can put context into these projects. For instance, let's see, what are we talking about right now? We're talking about info product. I put, I gave it context like this community is in association with my podcast. Yeah, there's the podcast. I gave it information about myself, about the podcast itself, about the community. So it can, when it references and creates content for you within this project, it'll reference that information that you give it, and then it'll be a little bit more relevant. And so let's do this. This is a 3 email sequence. I think it looks like I already started something. Let's see what it did. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so Claude can be a little bit verbose when you work with it. I'm like tripping on my words today. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. ChatGPT will be a little bit more succinct, but Claude, I just like it better. I don't know why. So I'm going to start prompting this, and I will pause the video because it usually takes me a little bit of time, and I need to think through it without actually having to talk. And so, give me 1 second while I figure this out. All right. So I worked with Claude, and I basically took a couple pieces that it suggested, and also included my own stuff just for this first email. Um, I like to keep things really succinct. I don't like to put a lot of words in these emails. I find that if you, for cold emails, the more words you put, the less likely it's actually going to be read in its entirety. So I came up with something super simple. I use variables since we have the first name. I put the first name in there and then the account signature here. I'm going to go ahead and save that. We have the sequence. We could put a second step. I'm just going to stick with this first one to see if this actually works. We're going to keep the schedule as it is, and then we're going to go into options, and we're going to select all the accounts. Whoops. I have a ton of accounts in here, so it shouldn't take too long, except for that last one. And then we're going to go ahead and enable link tracking, and we're going to save it like that with the daily limit. Oh, daily limit 450? No way. We're going to go 150. How about that? Okay, and that should be it. Now all you got to do is just click or launch campaign. And now we have our new campaign being launched. REIC new members down here. So that's it. That's how I quickly create cold email campaigns with instantly. Sorry, I kind of did this before you guys got to see it. Scraped the information before you guys got to see it. I can run through that in another email or another video if you want. So yeah, if you have any questions, reach out. Love to help you out. We're launching an AI agency because we do a lot of automation with my real estate. And so we're launching an AI agency called penguinaiagency.com. If you want to check that out, we can help you out with your needs, your AI needs. Could be anything. We do lead gen, we do automation. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, reach out, and I hope you guys keep rocking it.